Hello lovely humans, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I haven't done one of these in a hot minute, but I finally got the Harry Potter Decorate With Me video out, and I was like, you know what, I just miss vlogging. I miss you guys. So I decided to pick up the camera. Figured we were due for a little catch up. Pregnancy is going great. A little bump date. There we go. Yep. We are 23 weeks tomorrow by the time I'm filming this. So just over halfway through, which is really exciting. What else is exciting? Pregnancy insomnia. What's that about? Where did this come from? I have never experienced this before, and in my opinion, this might be the worst of pregnancy symptoms. I'm talking like 3 to 5 hours a night tops, you know, where I just wake up just feeling like the embodiment of Delulu. So I have taken to cooking a lot. And I'm not kidding, okay? When I say cooking a lot. Get ready, get ready. We have 2 casseroles. Well, it's like a pasta dish. I did like butternut squash, Italian sausage, and then like a blue cheese Alfredo. Phenomenal. And then 4 double batches of chicken pot pie filling and 3 batches of ham and potato soup. And that was just from 2 days this week. I also have baked ziti and a chicken Alfredo bake, and oh gosh, what else did I make? Oh, Italian sausage soup. I'm not kidding. I'm like harnessing my sleeplessness into good. You know what I mean? Into like real good. But my poor family is like, Mom, can we eat what you're making today, or does this have to go in the freezer too? So today I'm gonna cook something that they can actually eat. So I think I'm gonna go for like a gumbo. Now, when I say gumbo, it's gonna be nowhere near like as good as a proper Southern gumbo. I just love these flavors all together. And so we're just gonna toss it together, okay? We're also going through like all of our old freezer meals, or at least I am today. Oh, that's definitely leaking. Cool. To make room for all of those to go in the freezer because we're out of space. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to cooking. But I gotta figure out maybe making some space in the fridge for, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Couldn't fall asleep till like close to 2 last night. Woke up at like just before 5 this morning. I already took a nap. My parents have been so sweet because, as you guys know, the kids have co-op on Friday. Hold on. Iced Annihilator, baby. This week and last week, my parents have taken Amelia in the morning, and then my mom will bring her right before nap time to put her, so I can put her down. So I was able to nap for another like hour and a half or so today. So we're rocking just under 5 total hours of sleep, which probably is gonna make for much more entertaining content. So let me show you what I got going on in front of me, so then we can figure out how to like clean up this mess properly. And we have maybe just 45 minutes until Elias is back with the kids from co-op. So let's see how much we can get done. I, for some reason, chose to pull all the freezer stuff out using my big silver bowls because they were right there and I didn't want to hand carry all these. But I've got ham and lentil soup, I've got whey. I think this is leaking, so I gotta get that out of here. Just a whole variety of things that really honestly need to get out of the freezer. A chicken pot pie filling, which I might thin to make like a chicken pot pie style soup. And then a spicy chicken tortilla soup that is also leaking, but it might be too spicy for the kids. One thing holding me back from making gumbo was having fresh celery. So I'm gonna go ahead and at least clear off the countertop because I want to make the gumbo with that. And then I also need to use this butternut squash. I think I'm gonna do like a butternut squash chorizo situation. I don't know if I'm gonna make it into a soup or if I'm gonna make it into like a pasta bake or what's going on. Yeah, that's a piece of pizza in a deli container. Anyways, I gotta get this situated as you know, as quickly as possible, because as you saw, there is no room in the fridge. I really have to get stuff moving, so I kind of shot myself in the foot on this situation. So now I gotta figure out what to do with all this. I think honestly I'm just gonna go like plop it over there and have the kids and Elias help me with it later because I need cooking space. And honestly, I don't think they're gonna complain about it because I'm doing so much cooking and not letting them eat what I'm cooking. So if they come home and I am working on like gumbo and then tell them that they can have it today, like this is what we're having for dinner, they will rejoice. At least I hope so. They better. If they don't, I'm gonna make them walk back out and come back in again with excited faces, okay? So let's cue the time lapse. First one of the video of clearing off the counter. Riveting content, you don't have to tell me. I've got 2 pots on the stove, 1 smaller cast iron that's heating up, and then the Big Mac Daddy Dutch oven. And I'm gonna start with my roux. The light is reflecting off the like window protector in my car to keep the temperature down. And it's getting a suntan inside. It's great. And in the past, I've made roux with, yeah, I can't do this light. You just got to deal with the fact that we live here. So sorry. In the past I've made roux with butter, but recently I discovered that using a neutral oil actually could be a better idea. So I'm gonna try with avocado oil, nice and neutral. I'm doing equal parts fat and flour. So I'll be doing a cup of each. I feel like hopefully that should be enough roux for a double batch of gumbo. If you are expecting, or if you're wanting to do freezer meals, double anything you can, anything at all, because that means you're getting your kitchen dirty once and using the same ingredients, and so it's not super complicated. Just make sure you got a big old pot that you can cook it in and go from there. And I promise you, you will start to load up stuff in your freezer so much more quickly than you anticipated. And then just some all-purpose flour. And then we're just gonna let this cook for a long time. That doesn't seem like the right amount. That ratio does not seem right. That's very liquidy. Hold on. Okay, I'm actually gonna double this. We're gonna do 2 cups because roux shouldn't go bad. And I can use this as a base for other soups and stocks. Thought a cup of each would be enough, but you know what? I just figure if I can have this on hand, I don't have any of the silicone like freezer molds, but if I did, I would put some of this in there and then I could just pop it into soups and stews. It'll have a very distinct, more gumbo-y taste because it's gonna be a darker roux. I'm okay with that. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to meat and vegetable prep. One thing about me is I cannot cook with rings on. I can't wash my hands with my rings on. I am always taking them off. Just can't be bothered. So for protein, I'm gonna be doing 2 pounds of andouille sausage and then 2 pounds of chicken thighs. Prefer chicken thighs, honestly, because they're so much more tender and juicy than chicken breasts are. I know chicken breasts are more affordable, but we made the switch like within the last like 3 to 6 months to doing a lot more chicken thighs, and I'm not mad about it. Oh my goodness.
Go like this. Shake your finger at it. Go. Yeah. Yeah, tell him.
Yeah.
All right, now go back to cooking. Good job, baby.
What? Cook? Okay. You want the stool? Okay, it's okay. I got the stool. Okay, so you're welcome. Someone loves to help Mama cook in the kitchen. It's been her, well, ever since I started cooking like crazy. That's okay. No, don't put that in. You already bit that one. Okay, nope. We're gonna eat this one. Mama's gonna take a bite. Mm? Bite? That's blue. Do you want it? No? Okay. Blue. We are, careful please. We're getting one of those step ladder things that like has the bar around it. So she doesn't, so she feels a little more secure. Until then, step ladder's working, huh? Jeez, you cutie. You were so sweet. All right, I've got all of my aromatics sauteed down. My andouille done. I did my chicken in the oven. Gotta keep this going. This is still not dark enough. This has been going for so long.
Mama, I gotta help baby.
Okay. So we're still waiting for this to turn a little bit darker. I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. I like, not right now, bud. I like doing a dice on these, and I could have cooked them in this, but I wanted to kickstart everything and get it all cooking down, because right now it's almost 4 o'clock. So to have this ready for dinner tonight, I want to be able to have this simmer for a really, really long time. You love gumbo, huh?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. You have previously loved gumbo. So, the one cheat that, other than cooking the chicken in the oven, that I'm doing this time around is I'm using fajita blend vegetables, because bell peppers take up so much space in the fridge, it drives me crazy. So I'm just gonna toss these in, like partway through the simmering process, so they get the flavor, but they don't get too mush.
This is so big.
Are you helping?
Hold it.
You wanna hold it? Okay, gentle. Okay, okay. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Can Mama hold it? I'm now gonna move on to doing a butternut squash soup type thing. I don't know if I'll like keep it a soup or if I'll put it over pasta, but I have a whole cooked butternut squash and then almost a whole pound of beef chorizo. And here's what I love about bulk cooking days is my Dutch oven's already dirty. I moved everything over into this big stock pot so I can have more room for the amount of broth that I need to put in with the gumbo, which by the way, we're getting there with that roux. Not quite as dark as I want, but we're getting there. So I'm actually gonna cook the chorizo in here and then add more onions on top of that, which by the way, if you don't save your scraps for scrap stock, you're missing out. Like this is literally homemade stock from like whole chicken, well not whole chicken, the carcass, and then all the leftover trash pieces of celery, garlic, onions, and carrots. And then occasionally herbs, if I have like any herb stems or anything like that from the garden or from the grocery store, I'll toss those. Yeah? Oh, I'll toss those in the freezer bag as well. So I'm gonna get this heated up, get the chorizo in. I have no idea honestly what I'm doing with this like butternut squash situation, but like I have the squash and I need to use it. So come experiment with me. Roux is still not as dark as I want it to be. It's looking a little darker in person than it is on camera, but this is taking way longer than I thought. I only have it set at a 5 out of 9, which honestly, I could probably crank it up, but I'm so worried that this is gonna burn, and once a gumbo or jambalaya roux burns, you gotta start all over again. So I'd rather keep it low. and just keep stirring it with great frequency. I am now frying a little bit of sage in the leftover chorizo oil. And then I also have, anytime I cook a whole chicken or something like that, I save all of the fat and the liquid that comes off. And so I've used that to also add to this, which it's now looking like this is ready for a bit of that. So now I'm going to take my already cooked butternut squash. I'm gonna dump this in. I'm gonna put the onions that I sauteed in the chorizo oil as well back in. Add probably 4 cups of chicken broth, and then just let it simmer for like, I don't know, maybe like an hour or so. Just keep it nice and low and slow. And then I'm gonna blend it up like crazy. And then once this is done, I'm gonna add it to that and then add in broth. I still can't decide if I want to stop here or if I wanna add this extra 2 pounds of chicken. If I do this, then this will probably end up getting me 3 meals. Hello, sir. But if I don't, it'll probably end up getting me 2. The ratio will be a little bit off when it comes to the veg, but I'm not too fussed with it, especially if I add this in. I don't know. So I'll just kind of go off vibes and see how it feels, because this is not currently cooking, so I don't have to make a decision yet. Does that look good? You just want to eat a whole chicken thigh?
I kind of do.
Okay, so now let's get, oh, actually. All right, I'm gonna cook it and putting stuff in this pot, okay?
Okay.
Okay, first, gonna get our cooked onions back in there. Ooh, does that smell good?
I can't really smell it.
Oh. You hope it's gonna taste good though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, the squash.
Squash?
Look at that.
Look at that.
It sounds like Liffy making mouth noises.
Oh, gross.
What?
You ruined everything.
It sounds weird.
Okay, now I need... Good job, bud. You're being an excellent cameraman. All right, back to this one. Since this is already basically cooked, it's just not super soft. I just need everything to kind of come together a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This doesn't look like very much soup, though.
Yeah, it's just it looks like a bunch of mango chunks in the camera.
Wow, your descriptions of my cooking right now are on point.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's more silly than anything. All right. More of that homemade broth. This is actually 8 cups, so I think I'll put another 2 cups in there, which will make a total of 5 cups liquid. And if it's not enough, or if it's too runny, I can add more stuff to it. But until then, just let it simmer. Listen, I didn't intend to finish the vlog like that. Did that butternut squash ever turn into a recipe? No. No, it did not. In fact, it's still sitting in my fridge. Probably gonna turn it into something tonight. I'm thinking of adding heavy whipping cream and then like pouring it over pasta, right? Like, can you go wrong with like a bougie sauce over pasta? I don't think you can. And then I do have another, like a whole other vlog filmed, but I figured if I tried to smush them together, it would be too much editing, too much work. So I'd rather give you a vlog with a weird ending than no vlog at all. Any hoodles, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.